Please don't air any of this, Brad.
All right, we ready? You hitting it? Tell me when we're rolling. No, we've been rolling. God damn.
We're Googling over here.
All right.
To nerd sports now, people.
Exactly.
Look out. Do you fear death?
Oh, one of the greatest lines of all time.
I've got a job to it. I've got a job to it.
Kind of like whistles at her, so Dad looks over and the guy's going. And Dad's like, I got the fuck out of there. I was like, oh man, you didn't partake? I thought that was part of the mountain biking community, that y'all just went out there and had sex together in your tight shorts. But
Literally making me 30 sides of red sauce. He just takes it back up.
So that's what I was doing wrong the first time.
That's what you were doing wrong.
Big Pharma's turning the frogs gay, and it's coming after your kids.
And they're going to make them incredibly happy.
Infowars.com.
Listened to so much. Are you...
all right, we're rolling. Episode 49. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
You said you were excited to come on here. Why would you be excited to do something like this?
Well, because I was an ambassador for Special Olympics. And I went down there, gave a speech. People was filming me, and I smiled, and I enjoyed it. It was...
It was a while back, wasn't it?
Gosh, it was years and years ago, yes.
Yeah. How did you get involved with Special Olympics to begin with?
Well, through my friend's girlfriend. She was the CEO of Special Olympics.
In Arkansas?
Yes.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, sure. So I did track and field. It was so much fun. I did the bocce, and then I did the running and fast walk. And
the fast walk?
Yes.
That's a thing?
Yes, it was a thing.
You
yes.
ever catch people like running?
I catch people stopping.
Stopping?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Meaning they just take a break, and then I fast walk past, and I got first place.
You got first place in fast walk?
Yes.
I feel like you and me need to do a fast walk race.
Yes.
You're a champion.
Yes.
And I'm not.
Yes.
But I might try. What if you caught somebody jogging? Would they be eliminated?
I don't know. That's a good question. I have
That's pretty
no
shady
idea.
if somebody's out there jogging.
Yes. Yes. And I did when I used to do Special Olympics swimming.
Yeah.
It was fun.
They didn't let like the wheelchair kids swim, did they?
I cannot remember.
That probably wouldn't go to.
No, not too well.
All right, here you go. Okay, so no wheelchairs in the swimming pool, probably.
No.
But you did Olympic swimming.
Yes.
How'd you do? Do you remember? Lee's Club, obviously.
Yes.
Where we both took swimming lessons.
Yes.
Although I have a traumatizing. You remember the swim ranch?
Yes.
I've still got my fish. Yeah, up there.
Yes.
Did you go there ever?
I cannot remember, but I know who my swimming teacher was. Mary McKinney was my swim
I remember
teacher.
Mary McKinney at Northwest Athletic Club.
Yes, she was such a sweetheart. She taught me how to swim. It was so much fun.
Well, I went there for a little while at first, but then I gotta get these levels. We had a heck of a time getting this set up, didn't we?
Yes.
This was a nightmare. This couch is awesome. So shout out to Jason Stillwell for the couch.
Thank you.
It's awesome, brother. The only thing is the mic is kind of weird because I don't have the chair, and I thought it was more personal, like sit on the couch like this, but I gotta figure that out. Anyway, swim ranch story. I'm like 4th grade maybe.
Maybe. Mm-hmm.
And the guy that ran it, Mr. Fedosky, was in his late 60s, maybe early 70s. Big old beer belly and a Speedo.
Oh my God.
Just walking around. I'm not kidding. Even as a child, I felt uncomfortable. I was like, why are we being subjected to this? You know? And like, I still, sometimes in the middle of the night, I'll just wake up. God.
Why would he wear a Speedo walking down? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still a little traumatized by it. Like, why at that age? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I wouldn't ever wear one. Just, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But ladies, I don't understand. Like,
Mhm.
ladies' bathing suits are like that.
Yes.
It's like underwear.
I do not like that. Honestly,
That would make me uncomfortable.
it would make me uncomfortable too. I would not let my kid wear that. It's like, nope, you gotta wear a 2-piece or 1-piece. That's it.
What do you wear, like a skirt?
Yes.
I would wear swimming pants if they made them.
Yes. Yes.
My legs are so white, like some people have been blinded when they've seen them.
Yeah, my legs are so white too.
All of you is white.
Yes.
Like, look at this.
Yes.
You don't tan, you burn.
I do. I burn like a lobster.
But we were talking about
Swimming.
no, we're like 8 rabbit holes down from where you started. So you were an
Yes.
ambassador for the Special
Yes.
Olympics. The question was, why weren't you nervous to do it? And then you're talking about the ambassadorship.
Yes.
So go back to your story there.
Well, so I got accepted to be ambassador, and they
Which means what? Like, what do you do as an ambassador for
well,
the Special
what
Olympics?
you do is you help out, like set up things, give speeches, and
You don't get nervous
oh no,
public speaking?
oh no, no, not at all.
That's interesting.
Yes,
I don't like public speaking.
I understand. Some people don't. Some people are born ready to do it.
Well, you said you're born ready.
Yes.
Are you gonna get a born ready tattoo?
I do not like tattoos because of the pain. I do not like pain. I really don't. Mm-mm. The only thing
I'm not sure most people do.
the only thing I got done was ear pierced. I got my ears pierced, and that's about it.
What about right here? You put your little hog ring in there?
No,
What about a
absolutely
lip?
not.
What about one right here?
Ugh. No.
Eyebrow?
Ugh. No.
Some people go as far as the nips, Chelsea.
Oh, heck no. Disgusting.
That's
No
enough for me
way.
as well.
That's not for me. Honestly, no.
All right. So, again, ambassadorship. I
Yes.
keep derailing this
Oh,
train.
it's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Well, so someone asked me, would you like to give a speech down in Cersei at the opening
Yeah.
games? And I said, absolutely, yes, why not? So my mom, my dad, and I, we packed our bags, get into a hotel room in Cersei.
Right?
So we were on the way. I was excited. I said, Mom, are we there yet?
Oh my God, one of those people.
Yes, I was excited.
Ugh.
And she said, not yet. And then 30 minutes later, I asked the same question. Are we there yet?
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Yes, like that
Yeah.
movie we've seen. And so, anyway, finally there, I was happy because it was the night of the opening ceremonies, and I was giving a speech, like why I want to do it, what made me be involved in Special Olympics, and I did a few things, why. And it was a lot of fun. People clapped.
Didn't you meet the governor
I think I did.
when it was Huckabee?
Uh,
Pretty sure.
I'm
Thought
pretty
so.
sure I did. But I cannot remember. It's years ago.
How many speeches have you given now?
Oh, gosh. I'm guessing 10.
Do you write them out mostly, or do you like just outline what you're gonna say?
No, write it out.
So you read it when you're doing it?
Well, I practice, like beforehand, I practice to my mom and my dad.
Okay.
And Mom used to be in a speech debate when she was in school
Yes.
years ago. And she helped me, taught me how to write speeches.
Did she remind you not to say
Yes.
Yeah.
It was hard.
It is hard.
It was
You know
really
what's even
hard.
worse than now is like. I feel like people say like
Yes.
as that filler.
Yes.
You know?
And
I don't even know where that came from.
I
It popped up in
want
the
to
90s.
thank my mom for helping me with all those speeches, and she was the best at it. She helped encourage me, and my dad. I want to thank my dad of that too.
Awesome. What about your cat? Was he around then? Did you practice reading to the kitty?
No. Just,
I bet he's a good listener.
I bet so too. Yes.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yes.
But so you did the ambassadorship.
Yes.
and for some reason you don't get nervous doing those stuff.
No,
those
not at
things.
all. I have faith, and there's this thing that says, "Let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt."
That's a very, very beautiful quote. What is that from? Who says that?
Special Olympics.
Is that from the... Okay.
Yes.
And now, of course, you got a job you love, which is really cool.
Yes, I've been working for 2.5 years now. I started working on February 14th, 2022 on
How do you
Valentine's Day.
remember... What is it with autistic people where they can remember dates?
I don't know. I don't
What
know.
day of the week is my birthday on this year?
Friday. Like mine.
But how do you... Like, do you look it up?
No, I looked it up once and then I remember it.
So you do look it up. You don't just know.
Mm-mm.
Like if I asked
Yes.
you when our birthday, what day it would be in 2028, you wouldn't just know.
Mm-mm. No.
Okay.
No.
So it's not a superpower.
No,
You just
it's
have
not.
a good memory.
Yes, I have a good memory.
Probably because you're not an alcoholic loser like me.
You're not a loser. You're the best brother I ever asked for.
But I am an alcoholic. You didn't dispute that part. You just said I'm not a loser.
You're not an alcoholic. You're really not. Oh my gosh.
It's all right, Jess. I'm still alive.
Yes. And I'm glad of that. You're the best brother I could ever ask for. The best.
That's pretty sad that's the case. I'm a low bar, I think.
No,
You could do better.
No.
If it wouldn't hurt my feelings if you said, you know what, I need a different brother.
No, I don't.
How would you
say
go about that? Finding another brother. That's not
I'd
something
be devastated. I'd be sad. Like, why would I want a different brother? You know, you're the best brother I ever had. You helped me. I mean, my gosh, you helped me when. Remember I got held back in the 4th grade when people where there were a lot of people making fun of me because I had autism, and then down the road I said, "Mom, Dad, why can't I jump up from the 10th grade up to the 12th grade, 11th or 12th grade?" And they agreed to it, you know, and Mom and Dad said, "Yeah, why can't you?" So we had a meeting and they said yes, so I graduated on time.
That's awesome.
Yes.
But let's get back to your job. So tell us what you do.
I work with the kids with different kinds of disabilities, babies to 5 years old.
Okay. 5 is the oldest?
Yes.
In your group, not at the place. You work with that age group.
Yes.
But they take kids up to how old?
Yes, 5 years old.
No, in the whole place. What's the oldest kid in the building?
The oldest kid I ever heard of is 6 years old.
In the whole place?
Yes.
So they don't take like 10-year-olds?
Mm-mm.
Okay,
No.
it's just 0 to 5.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay. And you like doing that?
Yes, I love it. It's my dream job.
Because I remember when you were little, when you were going to the Richardson Center.
Yes.
You remember that?
Yes.
Nightmare.
Oh my gosh, it was nightmare.
Yeah, that was
Absolutely horrible.
That was a bad... They're probably fine now. No
Experience, yeah.
disparagement
Yes.
today, but
Yes.
back in the 90s, would have been early 90s.
Yes.
But I remember I volunteered there quite a bit, and I found it incredibly difficult to work with special needs kids. Because a lot of them were either like so abused. Like there was a girl who was fed whiskey to make her go to sleep. You know who I'm talking about. I won't name names.
Yeah.
But like, it was just horrendous, and it really weighed heavily on me, like emotionally. So how do you cope with that? You love it.
I cried.
Do you?
I do. When I get home, I cried. I'm not mentioning names, but
Yeah. No names.
there's this coworker I really like, and she told me that the little guy was severely handicapped, and I said, "What do you mean?" I asked, "What do you mean?" And she said, "Well, he was adopted because he was very abused. The parents threw him against a wall and made him that way." Yes,
Do you hear a lot of stories like that?
I
Of
do.
like
Sometimes I do, yes.
kids who are like, well, some kids obviously
Yes.
like you were born the way you were born, unless it was the water or something. I know mom and dad were suspicious of maybe some things in the water that might have caused it, or you know whatever. But you've been that way all your life. But some people are not, and they're like their brains get damaged
Yes.
because of abuse.
Yes.
And then they get taken away from the parents, and then they
Yes.
get into the foster
Yes.
system, and it's
Yes.
really kind of kind of
Yes,
sad.
absolutely, yeah. And I was crying to the coworker. And it's like, why? I mean, why do they do this to this precious, innocent child?
I told you the story about spanking Max. Have you heard that?
No.
It's the only time I ever struck one of my children. He was 2, and he was keep putting his hands on the TV, like while we were watching something. And I kept telling him, "Hey, quit doing that." And he just kept doing it. And I said, "If you do that again, I'm gonna spank you." And I don't even know that he probably didn't even know what that meant.
Yeah.
But he looked over at me, and he probably knew it was a bad thing, but he did it again. And so like now I gotta spank him.
Oh no.
Right? So I go there.
Yes.
Like I'm on this couch. Julie's on that couch. So I get him up. I put him across my knees, and I go like that. I barely even touched him.
Yeah.
And then I just felt like shit. And Julia laughed at me because I couldn't do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So now I try and psychologically abuse them instead of physically abuse them.
Yeah.
Call them losers and names. And I'm kidding. I don't really do that to my
Oh,
kids.
I
Jess.
know. I know you don't. Yeah, and I came home crying to my mom and dad about what happened.
Yes.
And I was in tears, literally in tears, crying. I was like, Mom.
But how many times does that happen versus how many times you come home happy? Like, I just don't understand.
Yeah.
Like you love the job
I
most of
do.
the time, but obviously it has some emotional consequences.
It does. There's, I know only one so far, but
One what?
one of that been taken
Oh, like
away
that kind of-
and
okay.
been adopted to
So
a
most
nice,
of these kids,
yes.
are a lot of these kids foster kids or no?
I really don't
You don't
know.
know?
I really don't know. But I know their parents a little bit.
You do get. I was gonna ask if you interacted with the parents.
I
much.
do.
Do they seem like supportive of their children?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, 100%. Yes,
So
they
what kind
love
of-
their kids.
What kind of disabilities?
Down syndrome, autism, nonverbal, where they can't talk at all, which is sad because what if they don't feel good? You know,
Yeah.
how can you know?
Yeah.
You know,
What if they want some pizza bites? Like,
or
what do they do? When they draw a pizza bite? How do they communicate? When they're nonverbal, do they like can they
sign.
sign?
Some
Yeah.
can
Some
sign.
Can you
and
sign?
a little bit. A little bit. I can sign.
Yeah.
Mother, father. What else can I know about signing?
How do you sign brother?
I don't know. I know this
So I'm
means
obviously not that important
this
if you haven't
means-
learned brother.
eat. Thank you. Yes.
What about letters? Can you do the?
This means A. This is C. I don't know all of them. I know some sign language.
I thought that was Black Lives Matter. No, it's A.
No. Yes.
Okay.
A.
All right.
Yeah.
So these kids, obviously 0 to 5. You got a number of. By the way, Down syndrome kids might be some of the funnest people on the planet.
They are. I know one. Oh my gosh. I feel in love with a kid that's Down syndrome. He has red hair. He is the cutest little thing. He says, hi, hi. Oh, it melts my heart.
I know.
And he gives
They're
me
adorable.
a hug. And I help him. And I said, hi. You know. And one of the kids say, Miss Chelsea, look what I drew, Miss Chelsea. And it
Yeah?
melts my heart.
It makes you feel good.
Yes, it makes me feel happy.
Yeah, there's something about Down's kids that are really special to me.
Yes.
They're just, in my experience, they're just some of the most happy, loving people
Yes.
I've ever met.
Oh, yes.
again, I don't want to name names, but I mean, we've obviously known a lot of them. But you and Mom and Dad, well, Mom and Dad started United We Dance a long time ago.
Absolutely.
Y'all did that for how many years?
We started in 2014. So
y'all did that for almost 10 years?
Yes.
And so tell everybody what that was.
United We Dance and WA is for people with and without disabilities
Mm-hmm.
to interact with people, to make new friends, to see old friends that you know, to acquaintance, and to dance and have fun. It was the best dances ever. But, however, why we ended the dances because one of my best friends that was ambassador with me died,
Mm-hmm.
passed away, and so I was like, I can't do this anymore without him.
He was a big part of it.
He was a big part of
thing.
it. Yes.
But basically what y'all did,
Yes.
well, last year, you'd rented out the Fayetteville
Town Center.
Town Center,
Yes.
of course. Dad and lead DJ.
Yes.
And so you guys serve dinner.
Yes.
It's a place for special needs people come in, hang out
Yes,
and stuff.
yes.
Which I got to tell you is kind of funny. Seeing a bunch of special needs kids dancing
Yes.
is wild.
It is.
But those are
It
good-hearted
is.
people.
Yeah.
It's awesome. But we got to talk about this. You've had some dating experiences.
Oh boy.
So the special I want
Yes,
to talk
I
about
do.
the special needs dating scene
Okay.
because it's funny to me.
Okay. Yes. That's
And-
fine.
Because these guys are still guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got a bunch of horny special needs people.
Yeah. I hate to admit, yes.
So
Yes.
tell me if you don't have to name names. No
Okay.
names.
Okay. Good. I don't want to name
But
any names.
have you had some bad? You've had some bad experiences
I have.
in the dating scene.
Yes, I have. Yeah,
Do you
made
want to
him.
share any of those stories?
Yes. So I dated this guy, and he was all handsy.
All handsy.
Yes. And
Just a groper.
yes.
Yeah, no good.
And I'm thinking, why in the heck are you doing this?
I can tell you,
You
why.
know-
You know why he's doing it.
Yeah.
He wants to. You know.
Yes. Yes. And I was like, you know what? I'm a strong woman. Meaning I'm a Christian. And if guys, all they want is one thing. It's sex.
That is 100% true of every man on the planet. Yeah, I get.
And I said, one of the guys said, would you like to have sex with me? And I said, no, I can't until I'm married.
But that was a polite way to ask.
Yes.
He wasn't all gropey.
No.
So
no.
you asked.
He asked. And I
Okay.
said, no, I'm a Christian. I'm going to wait till I get married.
Sure.
And he didn't like that. And he moved on, which I say, okay.
You weren't
see
giving
ya.
it up, and he said
Nope.
later.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm finding the right one someday. I mean,
I believe you will.
yeah, I'm not giving up. I don't want one right now. I'm not ready yet, but I will be down the road. You know, I want to start out as friends, really slow, get to know them.
Well, it feels like, I mean, it's hard enough dating today anyway.
Yes.
But then when you have the special needs community trying to date,
Mm-hmm.
do you know any special needs people who are married?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
And it works out?
Some, yes.
Have there been any horror stories that you know of, like
No.
really bad experiences
No.
with relationships? Because you lived at Lifestyles for a while, right?
Oh.
There was some drama
yes,
there.
there was so much drama and fighting and cussing.
Special needs drama.
Yes.
Cussing.
Yes.
Chelsea, we can't be having that.
No. No. I just shook my head.
I will say this. You're a prude, you would admit,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And cussing offends you.
Yes.
But I've heard you drop some F-bombs, Chelsea.
Yes, to be honest, when I get angry, seriously, when I get angry, I do cuss. And I shouldn't. I mean, seriously, I shouldn't cuss.
Right.
You know?
I know Mom's gonna watch this.
Yes.
And so,
And Dad.
where's the camera? Mom was also very offended by cussing, but when she got mad,
Yes.
I learned a lot of words from you, Mom. Just saying.
Mm,
I think everybody lets it fly once in a while.
yes. Yes.
But you are a very proper lady. You don't usually use those words.
No, I usually don't, honestly.
I do it too much, probably.
When I get very angry, I say the F word. And I shouldn't, you know.
But it's just
Mm-hmm.
a series of sounds
Yes.
that society gives importance to,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Like, if somebody came out and said, you know, like, Durable was worse than the F word. You know what I mean? And
Oh,
then
yeah.
we assign that importance
Oh,
to it.
yeah. Uh-huh.
But, I mean, I get it. It's trashy to cuss too much.
It is. It is.
I know people
for
use
me,
every other word.
Yes, it is for me because I'm a lady.
You are a lady.
I'm trying to be classy.
Yeah.
You know, not to cuss.
But see, I think a little cursing throughout is kind of it just spices things up a little bit.
Yes.
The greatest cusser I ever know, and he's probably gonna watch this too, was my Uncle Mick Erweiler.
I did not know he
Probably hadn't done it in
cusses.
front of you. Oh yeah. He's very tasty with the way he does it.
Oh my
He uses it for
gosh.
emphasis. I remember studying him when we used to go hunting and just listening to him talk. He just has a very
Oh my god.
he's a master class in how to curse. So yeah.
My granny taught me how to cuss.
Your granny.
Yeah, Granny Barb.
Okay.
Anyway.
It was my granny too.
Yeah, our granny. Anyway, she's.
I thought you had like a secret
No,
grandma on
no,
the side
no.
that I didn't know about.
No.
You gotta
no,
tell me these things.
I'm sorry. Anyway, she taught me this. She taught me Hell's Bells and Biz Off. She taught me some. She says, I want to teach my grandchildren proper cuss words. I started laughing.
So she was a strange lady
Yes.
to begin with. She had, and Gabe too, and I've talked to Gabe about this recently. That's our uncle,
Yes.
our mom's little brother.
Yes.
But he's, how old is he now? Do you know?
I'm guessing 49. And I'm not
Is
for
he
sure.
that old?
I'm not
He's a
for
few years
sure.
older than me, but I
Yes.
remember, when I was growing up, I want to say he's like 5 years older than me. Because I was 12 when Ace Ventura came out, and he was like in high school.
Yes.
But anyway, he wouldn't cuss. He was very, very religious family.
Yes.
But he would cheat. So, like, he would say mother trucker, bastage, damage. What else did he have? And I think Granny Barb used to say "gorammit" or something. It was really,
I've never heard of that. That's hilarious.
when you laugh, lean back, or you're gonna blow people's eardrums out.
Yes, sir.
You can, but I was always like, "Oh, you're not saying the word, but isn't the intent to say the word?" Gabe, you got to come on the show and explain this. I gotta know, because to me it's the same thing.
Yes, it is the same thing.
He had some other ones I can't remember. I'm trying to. Shift. What else? I'm trying to go through all the curses. I think that might have been most of them. There's some kind of
Moth.
moth.
Yeah. They won't hurt you.
You gonna put them in your beer?
No, I'm good. Do you want yours in your beer to eat?
No, but no. I want them to be safe. All right.
Hi.
What's that little dude gonna do? All right, we gotta talk about some growing up stories.
Yes.
So there was a time. So I would have been 10. I was probably 11. You were 4. You're 35 now, right?
Yes, sir.
About to be 36.
Yes, sir.
On what day of the week?
Friday.
Because you're a week
November
before
8th.
me. November 8th. 3 days after the election, so we will be in Civil War and possibly World War III.
Oh, God, I hope not.
So, should be a fun birthday.
Oh,
We might
boy.
be in a bunker somewhere.
Oh boy.
And I'll be 43. But when I was 11 and you were 4, we had a kiddie pool out in the backyard. You know where I'm going with this?
Yes.
And I was under the water with a snorkel, just chilling. I'm just like floating, got a snorkel in, and you brought a...
Sprite.
Do you want to finish the story? Because you're the one who did this to me.
Okay.
Why don't you finish
So
it?
we were in the kiddie pool.
I was in the kiddie pool.
My brother was in the kiddie pool, minding his own business.
I was absolutely minding my own business, not bothering you in any way.
Anyway, he went out underneath the water with a snorkeler. Anyway, I bought Sprite and poured it down the snorkeler. Anyway, I started running, coming in, and say, "Mama, Mama, Bubba's being mean to me."
You poured Sprite down my snorkel,
Yes.
which choked me. And so I react, and you get scared and go and tell on me. Say I'm being mean to you.
I know.
What the hell?
I don't know. What
I still have not gotten a good explanation. And not to mention, there is video evidence of this. Like,
I
this
know.
isn't just a story. It's on video.
Yep.
See, I knew that was going to happen. Let's get this just there. Now I don't have to mess with it. Why did you do that to me? I've never gotten a good answer here.
Well,
What did you think was going to happen?
I don't know.
You just want to try it out?
Yes, I just want to try it out, to be honest.
But to be fair, I
Yes.
bounced you off the trampoline a lot.
Yes.
That was
Yeah.
always fun. Jumping on the trampoline.
Oh,
Do you
it was.
remember that?
Yes.
Just try and bounce you
Mm-hmm.
super high. And that was before the nets were a thing. Now they come with nets.
Mm-hmm.
And so the last one we got, the net lasted 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody got thrown into it, broke the pole off, and then we got rid of them.
Yeah.
But I remember kids jumping off roofs and all kinds of stuff on the trampolines.
Yes.
I remember one time, me and some buddies were sitting on a roof in Fayetteville drinking some brews. Might have been underage. And this cop car comes in the neighborhood.
Oh my God.
And so me and another buddy, it's kind of wild. So we decided, rather than just get over off the peak of the roof where you can't see, see the moth. He's back. We decided, me and this other dude, to just jump off the roof.
Right.
So one of them tries to jump on the trampoline.
Mm-hmm.
He lands on it, and all the springs fly out. So he crashes right through the trampoline. I jumped off, like my phone starts ringing. I was getting a phone call. This is back when we had flip phones. You
Oh,
know?
yes, I remember those
Yeah.
things.
And I answered the call on the way down, landed, and didn't spill my beer.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was one of the coolest things I've ever done with my life, which
Wow.
is sad.
Yeah.
But do you think you can do that? Jump off a roof and not spill your beer?
No.
Do you want to try it for
No.
the podcast?
No.
All right. I mean, maybe if you had like 9 beers, you would be willing to try it.
Maybe.
Okay, we'll see how it goes.
Maybe.
We'd have to definitely get that on video. I'm still afraid that
Yes.
my kids are going to jump off the balcony onto it. They've asked. Like, in my
Wow.
generation, we wouldn't have asked and we would have just done it.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I appreciate my kids asking permission first.
I appreciate that too, because I want them to be safe. Safety's number one in my book. And then,
They're country boys, Chels.
oh, I know they're country boys. I want them to be having fun.
They're country boys.
That's
They
good.
take machetes and axes out in the woods, take a little walkie-talkie.
Wow.
They're explorers. We got a lot of home videos
Oh, yes.
from, I don't know when Dad got that camera. It was around the time you were born, which was 88, right?
Yes. I remember when I was born, Mom told me I was a fat baby. I weighed 9 pounds, 10 ounces.
Did you see that video? So, we always get nostalgic around the holidays and bust up some home videos and stuff. And what did Dad say? Dad was like feeding you with a spoon. You were like 1. And he had something he was giving you, and you were like, ah, and just ate it. And he called you, he was like, geez, you fat pig. Do you remember that?
Uh-uh.
You didn't see that video?
Oh, yeah.
We just watched it like last.
Oh, yeah.
That was hilarious.
That was.
And then there was the one where it was your birthday when you were like,
Oh yeah, happy birthday to me!
you just did it. That's exactly what you did. Theo says that now.
Really?
Yeah.
Aww.
You actually, we need to get those digitized because I would totally just play those on the pod. Some really funny ones. Then there's the one where you, for I don't know what year it was, 92 maybe, you wanted a black Barbie.
Yes, that's correct.
And you got 2 Barbies at Christmas. So the
Yes.
first one you opened, it was a white Barbie. And you like, just throw it. And like go to the next present. And then you opened the black Barbie. You remember that?
Yes.
And you were like, Black Barbie! You remember?
Yes.
Yeah. You don't have that anymore, do you?
No.
The thing I want to find the most is Sheeby Sheeby. You remember that?
Yes.
The little sheep, little woolen sheep that
I
had like a
miss that.
squeak.
I really miss that.
I do. I want it. I can't find it anywhere. Because apparently, you're allergic to like everything on the planet. Apparently.
Yes.
Peaches, which I didn't know about until recently. I almost killed you by giving you a... What did I give you?
Peach beer.
Oh, yeah, it was a peach light. And not knowing you were allergic to it. And you drank it and then you like broke out in hives or something, didn't you?
Yes. And I had to take Benadryl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does Benadryl make you sleepy?
Yes.
Does it?
Yes.
So, what all are you allergic to? I know.
Shellfish, meaning crab, shrimp, lobster.
Can't eat that stuff.
No.
And same thing? You swell
Same
up?
thing, yeah. If I try it again, my throat might close up. I don't know. I don't want to try it.
We don't want to try it?
No.
Not worth it.
No, I'm not with it.
What else?
That's about it so far. I'm allergic to a whole kind of antibiotics.
Oh,
It
that's-
gives me hives.
Weren't you like allergic to stuffed animals at one point or something?
Because
What was that
of the
about?
dust mites.
The dust mite.
Yes.
You
I
had
have
like the most
allergies.
extensive
Yes.
stuffed animal collection I've ever seen. What'd you have, like 1,000 stuffed animals?
It seems to be like that.
What
yes.
What was it about stuffed animals you liked so much? Because I really liked stuffed animals when I was little too. I used to line them up on my bed.
It's so it's like safe, you know, like stuffed animals around me. I feel safe.
Do you feel like they're almost alive, like they have a person, like
Yes.
it's almost?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
I always
yeah.
felt that way too.
Oh, yeah.
It was kind of
Oh yeah.
so it's a comforting thing.
Yes.
I didn't even know how
Comforting.
you used to sleep in that bed with so many stuffed animals. It was like like at Chuck E. Cheese, you got the ball
Yes,
pit, and you jump in the ball
yes.
pit. That was what your bed was like. It's like a
Oh, yeah.
ball pit, but of stuffed animals, and you just go in there and you
Yeah,
disappear.
I love Chuck E. Cheese. Too bad I'm an adult now. I miss being a kid, to be honest. I miss Halloween when I was a kid, trick-or-treating with you.
What was your favorite Halloween costume growing up? Do you remember? You wore the Godzilla suit, didn't you?
Yes. I love the Godzilla.
So
that was
we've
fun.
had 5 people. So when I was 5, how old was I? 5 or 6. 'Cause I think we were living on Hunter. And I wanted to be Godzilla, and Mom homemade a Godzilla suit.
I
So she
remember.
took, wait right here.
Okay.
We're gonna get a prop. Here it is. The Godzilla suit from, I'm guessing, so we're definitely living in Arkansas, so it would have been like 86, 87. I was probably 5 or 6 when I wore this. So she took a sweat jacket and then cut out felt of different colors to look like scales. She made these spines. These guys, I got it. Where's the camera? So it's basically, you've got from the side, you can see the spines on the back of the suit, and of course it's got the hood. So this goes on, and then the second piece, which I think is actually just as cool, was this. And it's basically a pair of sweatpants, same thing with all the scales on it, but then she made a stuffed tail, and it also has the spines. I've always thought this was one of the coolest things. I actually won a costume contest one time at, I don't know if it was at Walmart or something. They were doing like a Halloween costume contest, and I won. And then for the
Wow.
face, she just painted it. Like she painted it black and or
Yes.
green and whatever to match this. But honestly, Mom was really, really into holidays and that kind of thing. So,
Yes.
thanks, Mom. This is still around. I wore it. Chelsea wore it. Max wore it. Walter wore it. And Thea wore it. So it's lasted 5 kids. And maybe one of these days my grandkids will wear it.
Yes, that would be
If I live that
incredible.
long. We'll see.
You would live that long.
Man, you never know. You can go at any time.
I like my favorite costume that I've worn was Baby Bob.
Oh my god. Yeah, let's talk about Barney. Listen. I love you. But man, I had to watch some really horrible shit when you were growing up.
I love you too.
Specifically Barney.
Understand?
And Barney himself was annoying. I love you, you love me, we're a happy family. You remember that? How's the rest of it go?
Okay, I will sing it to you.
Please.
I love you, you love me, we are a happy family with a great big hug and kiss from me to you. Won't you love me? Won't you be my family too? Something like that.
Okay,
Yes.
I think Barney's a pedophile, first of all. Okay? Because in reality, it's a guy in a suit trying to
gosh.
get children to kiss him. I think that's creepy.
That's gross.
But going back to Chuck E. Cheese, I had a buddy who was Chuck E. Cheese. He worked there. He was the guy in the suit. And I went to meet him after work one day. I was probably buying something from him. And he was out back, so I met him out back. So he's in the Chuck E. Cheese suit with the mask off next to him, smoking a cigarette and drinking a bottle of whiskey. It was one of the most powerful images I've ever seen. It was wild. But Barney, you loved
Yes.
when you were little.
Yes.
And Barney was annoying,
Yes.
but Baby Bob. Ugh, what the hell was that? Can you do the voice?
No, can you?
I don't remember it enough.
I don't
think,
remember it either.
You know how some people suppress trauma? I think I've suppressed Baby Bob.
So anyway, our grandma,
Which one?
Frances, loved.
Our great grandma, maternal side.
Yes. Anyway, she loved the Teletubbies.
Me and Austin have talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I have a Teletubby.
You still have one?
I think I do somewhere. Anyway, I pushed it. It says, "Uh-oh, goodbye. Uh-oh, la 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 la, big hug." I was like, oh my god, that's creepy. I want to get rid of it.
Can you never do that again, please?
Yes.
Thank you. That is incredibly creepy.
It is.
The only people who liked that show were children and like 30-year-old stoners, and Grandma Frances somehow.
Yeah, I don't
Weird.
know what makes it that way, but it got stuck in my head.
Really?
Yes, and it still does. So I was like, I never want that again.
Have you ever seen? Oh my God, we're watching this tonight. Have you ever seen Death to Smoochie?
No, what is that about?
It's about a guy who gets a job as basically a Barney, but it was a character called Smoochie.
God.
But he was in competition with another guy played by Robin Williams, who was like Captain Rainbow or something. I don't know, but it shows this like dark underside of children's television. It's Ed Norton was in it. A really good movie.
Yeah.
But anyway, you were also into Disney movies,
Yes.
which is why I have a very vast knowledge of Disney movies. And so you used to collect those. You have them still? Like the VHS tapes? Because back then, VHS tapes used to come in like a sliding cardboard box. I'm looking around to see if I have any in here. I think they're next door because I've still got some VHS tapes. But the Disney ones came in that clamshell. Remember? But you had them all up to a point. What are your top 5 Disney movies all time?
The Little Mermaid.
That's your top 1, right?
Yes.
Because she's red
Yes.
haired.
Yes. Cinderella.
Okay.
The Lion King. Aladdin. What else? Oh my gosh, there's so many.
You know what my favorite one was? Because I used to watch those with you.
Yes.
Over and over
Over and over.
Rescuers Down Under.
Oh yeah, that's a good movie. I've seen that movie.
Highly underrated.
Yes.
It was a sequel
Yes.
to The Rescuers, obviously.
Yes.
But I thought that was, I don't know, I haven't seen that in ages. Let's do a rewatch.
Yeah, let's do.
Let's rewatch Rescuers Down Under.
Okay.
But that kind of animation doesn't really exist anymore. Isn't that kind of sad?
It's really heartbreaking to me. I mean, I love Disney
Mm-hmm.
movies, you know.
Do you still watch much Disney?
I watch it on DVDs sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is there anything that like they're putting out now that you really like, or
No.
what was the last movie you actually went and saw in the theater?
The remake of Aladdin.
Oh, the live action one?
Yes.
What'd you think?
I loved it.
Yeah?
Mhm.
We watched that. I thought that one was decent. Did you
Yes.
see Dumbo, the Tim Burton one?
No, I don't
No?
think so.
So it's got Danny DeVito is in it.
Not that I know of. I've seen so many.
It was okay.
Yeah.
I mean, well, they did a live action of a lot of them. They did Beauty and the Beast, Lion King. Did you see those?
I think I did. It's so hard to. I cannot remember though because there are so many movies I've seen in theaters.
Yeah.
and,
You've walked out of movies in theaters though before because we've established you're kind of a prude,
Yes.
but you're a lady.
Yes.
But you walked out of a
Yes.
movie once.
Yes.
And you got what was the movie? Tell me the story here.
Okay, so me and one of my best friends were watching a movie.
Wasn't Mom there?
No, it was with the group.
Okay.
We were out of the group with Lifestyles. Anyway, we were watching a movie called Crimson Peak. Oh my God. Me and my best friend said, let's get up. Let's go to the bathroom and not watch any more of it. So we went in the restroom, you know, and came on out. And I said, we're not watching this crap. We're not. No. She agreed with me. We were terrified. We were scared. It gave me nightmares.
Wait, I thought you were offended by it.
I
Or
was.
something. What was in it? What happened?
Well, it is about this guy bashing the woman's head against the sink, and it killed her. I'm serious.
What movie was this?
Crimson Peak.
Crimson Peak.
Yes.
Why did you go see that movie to begin with?
No idea. I was stupid.
I thought Mom told me a story where she and you and like maybe Shelly or somebody went to a movie and you got up and walked
that
out.
was Meet the Fockers.
Meet the Fockers.
Yes,
That's
anyway,
right.
so my mom and Sheila and I went to see Meet the Fockers. It was
So it was the three of you.
inappropriate. Yes, it was inappropriate, and they
But
started
how
laughing.
old were you?
I can't not
You were an
remember.
adult, weren't you?
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway, I said,
Because Mom is a prude as well.
yes.
And you're a super prude.
Yes.
Kind of.
I said, Mom, Shirley, it's not funny. Stop laughing. It's inappropriate. Stop laughing. So I did.
So they're
So I told
laughing
them,
to the movie
yes.
and you got pissed off because
Yes.
you thought it was inappropriate.
Yes.
You still feel like it's
Absolutely.
inappropriate?
Absolutely. I would not let my adult child do that until they're at least 30. They can watch if they want.
All right. What specifically was it that offended you? Do you remember?
Yes. Wearing tight clothes, showing their cleavage a whole lot more. Like, it was so big.
What?
I'm serious.
The breasts?
Yes.
So you had large breasts.
Yes.
This sounds like a man's dream. right
Yeah,
here. Okay.
well, not to me.
Well, you're not a man.
I know. I'm glad I'm not.
You don't sometimes secretly wish you were a man?
No.
No.
I'm perfectly happy the way I am.
Well, I'm perfectly happy with the way you are as well.
Thank you.
But what offended you other than that? So you had busty cleavage in it.
Yes.
So that offended you.
Yes, and
Do you feel what do you think Jesus would have done if he was watching that movie?
I don't know. Walk out.
You think so?
Yes. Yes. And then,
Some naughty words maybe?
yeah, naughty words like, there's this one that is a sex therapist. Seriously, I'm not.
Sex therapist.
Yes, I'm not lying. I'm not making this up.
Okay, that exists. I need to see one of these. Let me write that down.
Yes. sex therapist. Anyway, so they were talking about, I was like, how's your sex life going? The therapist said that to them. They're saying, well, my sex life is so-so. And the woman said, it's not that good. Anyway, they started bickering and arguing, started cussing. And I was like, Mom, it's not funny. Shelly, it's not funny. Stop laughing. They started laughing during all that scene.
And they probably started laughing at you for being such a prude.
Yes.
Which made you mad.
Yes.
Did
Absolutely.
you leave?
No.
No, you stayed?
Yeah, I stayed until the end of the movie. I said...
But you were probably like this. Like
I was.
super pissed.
I was, yes.
And they're laughing at the movie and at your reaction.
Yes.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah. At the time it wasn't, but now it is.
But if you were to go see a movie right now and that same thing happened, you would still be offended?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You and Jesus are pretty good friends.
Yes.
You got a close relationship with
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes.
You told me you have had some interesting Wolf, for example.
Yes. Sir.
Tell me that story about Wolf and what happened.
Okay, so...
Well, Wolf was, let me establish who this dog is. So when I was little growing up, I got a dog when we lived out in the country named Rudolph, and he was my best friend.
Yes.
And you were really sick when you were little. So
yes, I was.
Our parents were at Children's Hospital in Little Rock a lot.
I
So,
remember that.
man, it was expensive. You know, trying to keep you alive, really. You were super sick, and we ended up having to sell the house in the country, move into town, and Rudolph was in the backyard. Now, long story short, he kept jumping the fence to run home. And then we had to chain him up so he wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But he jumped on his doghouse and then over the fence, hung himself. So from then on, I was like, I don't ever want another dog again. Like, it just broke my... Why are you looking at... Are you trying to leave?
No,
Why are you looking
my
at your
mom
watch?
was calling. I had to hang up.
I feel like you're trying to...
No.
You're looking at your watch,
No,
Chels.
it was ringing.
In my way... Now my phone's ringing. Hold on. Hey, Mom, welcome to the podcast.
Oh.
Something like that?
Sorry.
Why are you apologizing? Why do you apologize all the time? You're an apologist.
Yes.
What is up with that?
I don't know. Like, even though I didn't do anything wrong, I just don't want to make anybody mad.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? Like, if anybody gets mad, it's like, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't do anything wrong.
you aim to please people. You like to
Yes.
please people.
Yes, I do. I like to please people to make them angry. Like an Angry Elf, the movie.
Angry Elf?
Yeah, like
That-
there's a movie called The Elf, and there's a little short angry elf and gets mad.
Oh, you're talking about Elf?
Yes.
The Will Ferrell movie?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yes.
I thought there was a movie called The Angry Elf.
No,
I need to watch
no.
this. Maybe they should do a spin-off of Elf
They should.
with the Angry Elf.
Yes,
and call
they
it Angry
should.
Elf.
Yes.
What's Will Ferrell doing now? I haven't seen him in any movies lately.
I
but
don't
he's doing
know.
a ton of commercials.
I can't remember who, but one of my friends was telling me that they're remaking the movie called The Joker, which I don't want to see again.
It was called Joker. It's just Joker.
Oh, it's Joker.
And again, Big Brother, I've made a lot of mistakes. So one time I was babysitting you,
yeah.
and this would have been like, it was when Lord of the Rings came out. It was Fellowship of the Ring, and I refused to go see it in theaters because I'm such a big Lord of the Rings fan.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I was like,
yeah.
there's no way anybody could make that movie and do it well. Because they tried it back in the late 70s.
Right.
It was
yeah.
kind of half animated, half live action.
Yeah.
And of course, I loved it, but it was not super well produced. So when Lord of the Rings came out, I was just so attached to the source material that I didn't want to see it. But when it came out on VHS, I went and rented it. You remember Blockbusters?
Yes.
Just go renting videotapes.
Yes.
And so I would have been like 21, so you'd have been like 14. And so Mom and Dad had gone out, and I'd stayed home with you and put on Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
And you got really scared. And was that? Because that came out around... No, that was around 2000. I was probably 18. So you'd have been like 10 or 11. You were younger than that. And you got super scared and had nightmares for a long time. I kind of got in trouble for that. And then I took you to see Joker with Troy and Sarah,
Yes, it was Troy and Sarah. Yes.
and you hated it.
Yes.
That was another mistake on my part.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm not mad. I was just
So you're not gonna go see Joker 2 with us?
if you pay me enough.
I'm not gonna pay you. What if I paid for your ticket? Is that enough? So you hated the first one, but you'd go to the second one? I don't understand you. Max and I want to see it. We're probably gonna go see it.
Cool.
It comes out October 4th, I think. But they just don't make movies like they used to anymore. I don't think.
Yeah.
Like, what was the last really good movie you've seen? New movie.
Movie did we just?
Did y'all watch the Mario movie?
Yes.
What did you think of that?
Oh, I loved it.
I thought it was pretty good.
Luke loved it. Luke
Did he?
thought it was hysterical.
Luke
Yes.
is another one of my mom's little brothers, our Uncle Luke, who just moved down
Yes.
from Joplin. Very cool, very cool. So, trying to think of some other stories. We got to get Mom and Dad to digitize that stuff.
Yes.
Really want to preserve it.
Yes.
There's a lot of videos of just daily life, which is interesting. A lot of people nowadays, you film on your phone, and then you either post it on social media or whatever, but I liked having those long form videos.
I did too.
I was on a tape.
Oh,
We
yeah.
Dad had that, it was like a camcorder back in the late 80s, and it had the mini tapes.
Yes.
And those went into an adapter and then into a VCR.
Yeah.
But we probably got, 100 of those?
Yeah. Pretty much
At
100.
least.
At least 100.
But the tapes didn't hold a lot. There was only like
No.
20 minutes of space available on them, and they're not greatly labeled. That needs to be a project we all get in on. Digitize that stuff. Because there's still some of those tapes I haven't seen in a long time. But we've got school plays, just birthday parties.
That was fun.
I just don't feel like it's harder now to do that, just because if you take video, then you got to like burn them to a DVD. And I did that. I've got 40 volumes of DVDs of my family that are like an hour long. So we'd film, and then once I got an hour's worth, because I think that's about what a DVD can hold at its maximum
Yes.
quality. But then at some point, you just stop doing it because you got a phone.
Yeah.
And so then it's harder to like gather those together.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever film anything?
One time.
You're already laughing, so I know this is going to be a wild story.
It's funny.
All right.
So I was filming. My mom was dancing around with either a mop or something else. I can't remember.
Hold on. Is Mom cheating on Dad with a mop?
No.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
It's funny. She was just in a good mood. Was listening to some song. I don't know what. Can't remember what it was. She was dancing. I started laughing, filming her, and she did not notice I filmed her.
Oh, so you're sneaking.
Yes.
Wow, you sly dog. So you're secretly filming people? That's the kind of person. I gotta watch out for you.
I
Chills.
won't do it to you.
Okay,
I
I'm exempt
promise.
from secret filming. I'm glad to know that.
Yeah, you're.
Jesus.
No, it was funny.
Do you still have that video?
I don't think so.
Oh, that'd be a good one to play on the pod.
Yes, it was funny. I started laughing.
Has Mom seen it?
No, I told her about it. I was like, oh, by the way, Mom, I filmed you dancing with a mop.
Oh, you should have posted that on Instagram.
Yeah, I don't have Instagram. I have Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have Facebook like an old person.
Yes, I do.
You probably identify as what, age 85? You're like an old lady
Yeah.
in a 35-year-old body. And your style of dress is very unique.
Thank you.
You like shiny,
I do. Yes.
and you like animal print.
I do.
Where does that come from, you think?
I don't know. I just like fancy.
You like fancy.
Yes,
Lit-
more than animal print. I like to dress up fancier secrets more than animal print.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what's going on here? What do we got? What are we wearing here? It looks like an angel.
Yes.
Speaking of angels, you were going to tell the story about Wolf. So our dog died, and for my next birthday, like right after he died, Mom and Dad got me a new puppy, and I hated him immediately. It was kind of like, imagine if you're a kid and your parents get divorced, and then you get a new step parent, and you immediately hate them. That was what this dog was. I was like, how dare you replace Rudolph?
I understand.
And so I never once loved that dog, which was sad.
Yeah.
I mean, we treated him good. I mean, it basically was kind of a family dog. But anyway, flash forward, how many years later? 15 years later, and you had a situation happen.
So,
tell me that.
I was sleeping one night and I dreamed that Wolf died and went to heaven. And I got up the next morning and I said, Mom, I need to talk to you. It's very important. Sit down. And she said, what is it, sweetie? Anyway, I said, in my dream, Wolf died and went to heaven. She said, what? I said, Wolf died and went to heaven. She said, no. I said, yes. So she went out in the backyard and she saw Wolf lying there, dead, went to heaven. She started crying. I said, Mom, it's okay. Wolf is in heaven. And that's when I knew
that you have some kind of connection.
Yes.
There's other stories like that too, though.
Yes.
What's another one?
Let me think. I saw an angel once.
You sure that wasn't a guy in an angel suit?
I'm positive.
Where
It
was
was a
this?
real angel.
Tell that story.
Okay. So, me and you were in the middle seat. Dad was in the passenger side. And
What
Mom
vehicle was this?
in the van.
Okay.
In the van. Anyway, Mom was driving to Olive Garden in Fort Smith for her birthday way before they built it in Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Yeah. Mom does love the Olive Garden.
Yes, she does. Anyway, I saw a beautiful angel. Anyway, I looked over there and said, Papa, look, there's an angel. And he said, where? By the time he looked, it flew away. It was amazing. And
What did it look like?
well, it was white.
An angel?
Yeah.
But what, like...
It was white with wings on it. Like, it kind of reminds me of a guardian angel.
And you weren't taking any drugs at the time?
Nope.
How old were you?
Oh my gosh. I think I was in school.
Okay, still in school?
Yes.
You better not have been taking any drugs, Chels.
I don't take drugs. I don't believe in that. Nope.
No drugs for you?
Nope. I don't take crack, methamphetamine. I don't take that kind of stuff.
Yeah, crack and methamphetamine's a little extreme.
Yeah.
We don't need to start there.
But I don't do that.
You're not snorting lines of cocaine or anything like that?
Nope.
No needles, no heroin?
Nope.
Good. That's
Honestly,
good. You
nope.
shouldn't do that
I'm
stuff.
clean.
But you'll have a brew once in a while. You like your wine.
Yes.
Oh boy, what happened at Durham Fest 1? What was the story there?
I was stupid. I was very stupid. So anyway.
I didn't find out about this until like the next day.
Okay.
But you can tell the story.
Okay, thank you. I was very stupid on Durham Fest 1. I got drunk. I drank. Oh my god. I don't think I'm going to throw up. But I drank vodka. It was disgusting.
Somebody put you up to this, though.
Yes.
Who was it? You can say this name.
Ethan Overby.
Ethan Overby.
Yes.
Shame on you.
Yes.
And who else?
April Overby.
And April. And who else? Was Braun involved?
No, Braun wasn't involved.
So it was Ethan and April.
Yes.
That were bad influences on you this night.
Yes. And I...
Shame.
and then
So you're back there just. What are you down in bottles, or were you?
no, so there's this big old cup that says Chelsea on it, like this big. I'm serious.
Let me think through this. Hold on. How big is this cup?
So it was like 12 ounce, like 12. I'm serious.
That's more than 12 ounces.
Yeah, more
Hold
than
on.
that. Yeah.
Is it bigger or smaller than this? Get the camera on that bad boy.
Anyway,
Was it bigger or smaller than this?
a little bit bigger.
Bigger than this?
Yes.
And what did you put in it?
Vodka.
Not straight. Were you
Yes.
mixing?
Straight vodka.
Straight vodka in a big mug.
Yes, sir.
And
And,
whose idea was this?
well, I said, what are y'all drinking?
Okay.
You know, I was just
Right,
curious.
right.
Right? And they said, vodka, you want to try some? I said, okay. You know, I didn't know how much they put in there. Anyway, by that time, they poured it. It was a whole cup full of vodka. And, yeah.
And you drank it.
Yeah. And then thank you, Mr. Silva. Mark Silva took me home.
Mark Silla, who's been on the pod,
Yes.
he took you home because
Yes.
you had a little too much.
Yes.
And then what happened?
And then I started throwing up when I got home.
I thought you threw up in the car.
No, I didn't. No.
You didn't throw up in Mark's car?
No, sir.
I swear I heard that from somebody.
No, sir.
Okay.
Scout's honor.
I believe it. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I
But you
waited.
threw up when you got home?
Yes,
Okay.
I threw up in the like on the floor. I threw up on the table. I didn't mean to. I started crying. To my mom's like, Mom, I'm sorry. You know. Anyway.
You probably felt like shit for a long time.
Oh, I felt horrible. I had the worst hangover the next day, and I learned, don't drink vodka. When people offer it to me, I say no. Don't like it. It tastes nasty, which it did.
Well, I've done a lot worse than that.
You
And
have?
I don't want to pick on you on all these stories because I'll tell a couple stories that I did that made me a shitty brother. So I was like 16.
Right.
So you would have been 9. You're home. Grandma Munchkin, Grandpa Patter babysitting you. And so I was out at a party with Mom and Dad
Oh, I remember that.
and Josh, and we were sneaking some booze like all night long. And
Oh boy.
it was tequila.
Oh.
So I'm 16. I'm just gobbling up this tequila, and then Grandma and Grandpa, they were elderly. So the plan was I was gonna leave early, go home and watch you.
Yes.
And so I left, somehow made it home, and I'm so drunk, I come in the door, Grandma and Grandpa see me, I go and get my bed, and I'm literally puking in the bed.
Yeah, you were. And then somebody knocked on the door, and I went and I got it. I said, Grandma, Bradley's throwing up. I said that.
Yeah.
And Grandma said, we need to stay with Chelsea until your parents get
Yeah,
home.
so
I
they
said,
had
yes.
to stay home late because I was such a loser.
Yeah.
Here's something more pathetic. Like, if you drink a lot of beer, you'll get gout. Like,
Yes.
uric acid will bind itself into your joints.
Ouch.
And they're like sharp it's like glass
Yeah.
in your joints.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
Ouch.
so you got to stop drinking beer when you get gout, or it feeds it basically.
Yes.
And so when that happens, I stop drinking beer, and I switch to wine.
Good.
It's just-
There's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, it's pathetic. You should probably just quit drinking entirely for a little while. But people drink. Hal Henson told me this, and I'd never heard it, but it was one of those things. It's like, why didn't I know that? You drink to change the way you feel.
Yeah.
You know. That's why you do any drugs, alcohol, whatever. You change the way you feel. I know. Our family has a lot of a history of mental illness
Yes.
and things like that,
Yes.
which is tough.
Yes.
And you growing up in an environment where with special needs,
Mm-hmm.
and you've got mental illness in the family.
Yes.
But you seem to be in a pretty healthy space
Yes.
right now.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is working right now?
My mom and dad.
You have a good relationship with them,
Yes.
right? That helps.
Yeah, it helps a lot. When I
Yeah.
get very upset, I talk with them and they
Yeah.
help me.
That's good.
They give me hugs.
Hugs are good.
Yes.
You're a big hugger.
Yes, I am.
You're an affectionate person.
Yes.
Our mother is the, well, typically women, I would say, are more affectionate than men. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Dad is not a very affectionate man, but mom is very affectionate.
Yes.
And you and I both got
Yes,
that.
yes.
So I'm a very affectionate dad with my kids.
You
Not
are.
with Max.
Yeah, I
Max-
understand.
Max doesn't
does
wanna be
not
touched.
He doesn't like to be touched. I understand that.
I think Max might be a robot, though.
Mm-hmm.
He might actually be an android. You think?
I think so.
He's a robot.
But
Do you
I
remember
love
when-
Max.
You've got 3 nephews,
Yes.
14, 12, and 9,
Yes.
and that's pretty special for you. I know you love your nephews.
I really do.
insanely.
I really do.
And they
a
love
lot.
you too. And you're staying the night tonight, so we're going to get to hang out with everybody.
Yes.
It'll be fun.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
I think, what movie were we going to watch? We were just talking about it earlier. We were going to watch something.
Snap. I don't know.
We might have to rewind.
Yes.
We were talking about, gosh, dang it.
I'm thinking.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure
We'll
it out.
watch something.
Yes.
Oh, Death to Smoochie.
Yes.
The Barney parody. I really want to watch that movie with you.
I really
Isn't that-
want to watch it too.
Yeah. I think you'll find it funny.
Yeah,
Just because
I
you
like
grew up
funny movies.
with the Barney stuff.
I still think.
I love you. It was such a cheesy voice, like it grated on the soul. It was like if your soul was here
Mm-hmm.
and you heard the Barney song, it was like somebody taking a cheese grater to your soul and just scraping it.
Yeah.
So, and excuse me, that and Baby Bop's voice.
Mm-hmm.
But also around that time was Power Rangers. Do you remember that?
Yes.
You watched a little Power Rangers.
Yes.
Because I think it came on like after, like
Mhm.
Barney was for younger kids. Power Rangers was for a little older, 10, 12, something in there.
Mhm.
What other shows did you get into?
Did I watch Sesame Street?
Oh my, yes! God, you watch Sesame
Elmo?
Street all the time. God, Elmo's obnoxious.
How
Pretty
is
sure
that?
Bert. What?
How is the obnoxious Elmo?
That voice? You don't find that obnoxious?
No.
Do you remember? So if everybody talked like Elmo, you'd just be like, "That's sweet."
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do an Elmo. I gotta hear the voice again.
Yeah, me too. I don't know.
I find him obnoxious.
Yeah.
But I thought back in the day Sesame Street was a cool program
Mm-hmm.
because it did have a lot of
Yeah.
and it was a show that taught lessons.
Mm-hmm.
But you also had a cast of characters, and then they would go
Yes.
and cut off to little different, you had so many great characters, because that was Jim Henson,
Mm-hmm.
the guy who did the Muppets. He also did Dark Crystal, Fraggle Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever watch Fraggle Rock?
Mm-mm.
That was a good one. I used to love that when I was a kid.
Aw.
That was more my jam. But he did a lot of really good. He was such a visionary as far as puppeteering. His team. Have you ever seen Little Shop of Horrors?
Yes.
His team did. I know Mom's a big fan of that. She's
Oh,
actually
she
the one that
loved that movie.
turned me onto that movie. And my kids love that movie too.
Really
I'm a mean
awesome.
green mother from outer space, and I'm bad. Yeah, that's a good one. Although somehow Rick Moranis ends up shooting like 19 shots out
Oh
of a
yes.
5-barrel.
I remember that movie.
Yeah, it is.
It's a
ridiculous.
good movie.
It's a great movie, and it's actually there's an older movie that's based on. I don't think it's called Little Shop of Horrors. It's called something else, but it's essentially it's black and white. It might be called Little Shop of Horrors, but it's not a musical. So that was kind of neat. Have you're a big theater fan, right?
Oh yes.
You and Mom go to theater a lot.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite play?
Oh my gosh. I know we're going to see Peter Pan.
Oh, you are?
Mhm.
When is that?
this Wednesday.
Oh, really?
At the
That's coming
Watanabe.
right up?
Yes, at the Watanabe Center.
All right.
Which is going to be fun.
Were Bert and Ernie gay?
Peter Pan?
No, Bert and Ernie.
Oh. I don't know if Bert and Ernie were gay.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it.
No, there's not.
I wonder if that was kind of like just...
I wonder that too. I don't know if they were gay or not, but I don't have good gaydar.
I think I just did the Ernie laugh on accident. Remember, it was like...
Yes.
Sesame Street had... well, you had the count.
Mhm.
You remember that?
Yes.
I always thought they should do like a skit where, well, two things. I think you could do like Sesame Street After Dark, where you have like puppet porn. So you have Bert and Ernie, you have a little sex. Would that be funny?
Yes.
It'd be hilarious.
Yes.
And then the Count is like an assassin, and so he goes and kills people. Like if they don't pay their money back to the mob, he's like, one shot, two shot. You know what I mean? He's killing people, and then that'd be kind of funny.
Oh yeah.
We should get some. We should get some puppets.
Oh yeah, puppets. Where are we gonna get some at?
I don't know. If Mom can make stuff like this, maybe she could make us some puppets.
Yeah, she's good at costume making.
Yeah.
She really is.
She's talented at a lot of things.
She is
She needs
very
to start like a costume business.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You so tell me about some of your other Halloween costumes.
I was the Little Mermaid Ariel.
You loved Ariel.
Yes,
That's
I did.
your favorite character of all
Yes.
time. Yeah, that's kind of like my Captain Kirk.
Yes.
Like I just
Yes.
love that character.
Yes.
Was it because she had red hair?
Yes.
He was a redheaded princess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I had red hair.
That was a good movie.
It was. I love that movie.
Who did you like better, Sebastian or Flounder? Sebastian was the crab.
Sebastian, yeah.
The
Had to
Jamaican
think
crab.
for a minute.
Under
yeah.
the sea. That was a great song.
Under the sea.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, that was a great one.
Yeah, I thought they... Hunchback of Notre Dame, wasn't a big fan.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever saw... Like, there was some point where they pretty much were done with that kind of animation.
Yeah.
And you had Pixar come out, which was in affiliation with Disney, but they did, like, the Toy Story.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when you get into the CG animation, the 3D stuff. Are there any of those that you like? Did you like the Toy Story
Oh, yeah.
stuff?
I love the Toy Story.
Yeah.
I loved Woody
Oh, yeah.
and
yeah.
Jesse.
Oh, yeah. Classic. Do you remember... it was actually Jim Henson, the same guy we've been talking about, did a movie, it was a Christmas movie called The Christmas Toy.
No.
You don't remember that?
No, sir.
Oh my God. So we watch it every year, but it came out in like early 80s probably.
Okay.
But it's every time, there's a boy and a girl and they have like a playroom.
Right.
And when they leave, all the toys come alive. They're all alive. But they
Oh, my
can't.
word.
We're gonna watch it this year. We'll do a Christmas movie night,
Oh, cool.
and we'll watch this
Okay.
because I want you to see it.
Okay.
I think you'd love it.
Oh, yeah.
But basically, the toys are alive, but if a human sees them while they're alive, they die.
Oh, I did not know that.
Right. Well, so the whole kind of story is there's a tiger, and he's like the girl's favorite toy.
Uh-huh.
Right. It kind of would be like your who was your favorite stuffed animal growing up? Mine was dog, obviously.
No,
Did you have a favorite? You had a lot of them.
I got a lot of
But
them.
anyway, this was this girl's favorite toy, and Christmas was coming up, and so he was really worried and jealous about who was going to be the new Christmas toy because you get a new toy and the old one kind of gets thrown to the
Left
side.
behind, yeah.
So it's about that, and it's really good. Holds up to this day. Because those puppets, man. Because I think live action looks better than CG. Like, if you ever watch Marvel movies?
Yes.
There's just so much digital effects.
Yeah,
it's like
that's
it almost
true.
overwhelms the brain.
Yeah, I've seen Spider-Man. Yeah. What else did I see? The Avengers movies.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did you go to the theaters and watch those, or just watch them at home?
I think I watched it at home. Mhm.
Yeah, I never really could. I never liked superheroes growing up.
I understand.
I always thought it was weird that they wore their underwear on the outside of their pants.
Oh my gosh, that's creepy.
It's a little strange.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't like full Speedo.
Oh jeez. That
But
would give me
then-
nightmares.
Because I dislike superheroes, I'm a huge fan of The Boys.
Mhm.
Which, again, you don't like inappropriate stuff in movies, but we
Mhm.
asked you to watch an episode of The Boys with us.
Yes.
And it was one of the most intense episodes.
I like.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I liked it. You know, except for the gay guy kissing.
There was a lot of gay kissing in
Yes, but other than that, it was awesome.
that. So you don't just watch a lot of gay porno?
No.
I don't either. I did, well, I'll tell you a funny story.
Okay.
So do you remember, you probably don't remember, you were probably like 10.
I was.
The Blair Witch Project, do you remember that?
Mm-mm.
So it was a horror movie that came out, and it was shot with like handheld camcorders.
Mhm.
But they pretended like it was a documentary,
Mhm.
like it was real.
Mhm.
And they even put out, I think it was on the Discovery Channel, they put out a documentary on the legend of the Blair Witch.
Mhm.
So allegedly there's this legend up in the Northeast and everything, and then the movie comes out. And it's advertised as actual footage.
Yeah.
And so everybody goes to see this movie, and you think it's real. And, I mean, if you just watch the movie, it seems like it could be.
Oh yeah.
So they tricked the country. It was
Mhm.
actually written and scripted, and you find out at the end of the credits that it's not real. But the documentary they made to promote it, I had missed, and that was back before YouTube and the internet. Really, I mean, late '90s, the internet kind of sucked, and so I didn't have that documentary, and I was working at Goodies at the time. Years ago, I don't even know if it's still there, but it's a men's clothing store, and there were a lot of gay. I worked with a lot of gay dudes, made a lot of good friends. I had a lot of great people up there, but one of the dudes had recorded it on VHS, the documentary, so he loans it to me, and so I go home and I watch it. Well, on VHS tapes you can record over stuff, so I watch it, and then it goes, and then it's just hardcore gay porn, like just dudes in leather just going at each other, and it was like, whoa, like, I was like 17 years old, and I at the time I worked with a lot of gay guys, and thinking about it, you do you, I do, I just had never seen it before, and this was like hardcore, extreme. I probably should, the fact that I watched it 19 times is a little strange, but
Yeah.
that was a joke. I did not. It was only 17. But I did bring it back to him. I was like, dude, what is that? And he was like, oh, I totally forgot that was on there. I said, well, it was an eye-opening experience. Not my thing, but again, hey, you guys like it.
Yeah. I was looking up a recipe one time, and I said, Mom, get in here now. I need your help. She says, what is it? She says, click out of it right now. Anyway, they showed porn video on my recipe. I was looking up a recipe.
Wait, hold on. How do you end up with porn recipes, Chelsea?
I don't know. It came out. I was looking up a recipe. My mom wants me to look it up. It was called hot dog recipe, whatever. Anyway, I'm serious. I swear.
And you've got a hot dog video.
Well, a porn video.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I said, Mom, I need your help. I don't know what to do, but there's a porn video.
So you're
on
trying
our
to look up a
computer.
recipe for hot dogs, and you end
Yes.
up getting a video of somebody putting a hot dog in a bun.
Yes.
That's,
I'm serious.
you got that one. Yeah.
Yes.
So you clicked out of it.
Yes. Anyway, it traumatized me. Like, it really did. It gave me nightmares. I was like, oh no, never again.
I need to know how this popped up like that.
I don't know. It just popped out on the screen like magic.
Like magic.
Yes. Like thin air.
You sure it wasn't a video Mom had been watching and then paused?
Mom doesn't watch that stuff.
I know, Chelsea.
You're funny, but no, I'm sure.
I do think it would be funny
Yeah.
to do a reaction video and have Mom watch a porn and then just watch her reaction to it. Do you think that'd be funny?
That'd be hilarious,
That would
dude.
be hilarious. Oh, we high-fiving on that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Mom, think about it.
Yep, Mom, think about it.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your cat for a sec. I want to get this on the pod. You got a special situation going on there. How did you get that cat?
Little darling?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I found this cute
Didn't you used to call him Little Kitty at one point? Or has it always been Little Darling?
little darling. My other kitty was called Prince Stripes.
Yes.
And I called him Little Kitty. And then
That was the cat before.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Little
then-
Darling is how old?
Jeez, 5 or 6 years old, I think. I can't remember.
He's older than that, isn't he?
I don't know.
Anyway, how did you get that one?
Well, I adopted Little Darling from the Springdale Animal Shelter. And I had to put down references.
Yeah. Yeah, it's harder to adopt a pet than it is a child.
Yes. Anyway, I put down.
You want another beer?
Yes, please. So I put down different names of people that.
For references?
Yes.
That say you're not a Haitian immigrant and you're not going to
Yes.
eat the cat?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And so I got the cat. After that, I got the cat. I was so excited. So excited. I got him as a kitten, as he was a kitten.
Right.
And I raised him.
And then he has a lot of medical problems.
Yes.
Tell me about those.
Little Darling's fat.
Well, yeah, he's fat, but he's also got like all kinds of. Here's your brew.
Thank you. He can't have. Well, he has to have special kind of food because he has urinary tract
Right.
infections a lot, and so he has to have the prescription Hills Cat CD urinary one, so it can help him. So
Have you had surgery on that cat? Didn't y'all do? He was in. I thought he had a bunch of medical procedures
No.
done, or had. No.
no,
I thought y'all spent some money on something.
I
for that.
can't remember, but I know he was declawed.
Both. What? The front
Uh-huh.
or front and back?
Front and back, I think.
See, that's probably
Yes.
what messed that cat up. You shouldn't declaw the back ones.
I know.
Makes the cats weird.
Really?
Yeah, you got a weird cat.
Yeah.
He used to not come out at all. Now he's kind of getting used to the boys a little bit.
Yes.
But he's kind of a skittish cat.
Yes, he is. He get used to of my nephew Walter.
Yeah.
So today, my cat Little Darling let Walter hold him.
Oh, yeah?
Picked him up. Yes. Oh my gosh, Little Darling's this big and fat.
Who do you think's bigger, Lil Darlin or Butters? I think Butters was bigger.
I think Butters was bigger. Yes, I miss him.
You ever hear the story how I got him? So, me and Matt Odom and Wes Long were all working, building building swimming pools. That's what we were doing in the summer, and we were working at Town and Country Pools, Al Odom's place, and Carolyn's cat had some kittens, and he was like, "If y'all want any of those, go grab them, because I'm gonna get rid of them." And so you couldn't catch them because they were feral. They'd just been living outside,
Right.
and there were like 5 or 6 of them.
Right.
And we ended up finding homes for all of them. But one of them was so fat he couldn't run very fast. And so that was the first one we caught. And I don't know, I'm a South Park fan, but he's also fat. I don't know, I like the name Butters. So that's what I called him. And he was a big old boy. Very special cat. He was my cuddle pillow. 15 years I had that cat. 15 years. From like 01, I think he died in 2016. But that's a very special relationship with a pet, especially if it's your pet.
Yes.
So there's a difference to me in like him, it's a family dog.
Yeah.
I mean, he's everybody's dog.
Yes.
But like, Will Darling is your cat.
Yes,
You know,
absolutely.
and I feel like it's really more traumatic to lose your own pet than like a family pet,
I agree.
especially if especially if you sleep with them.
Yeah.
That to me was the hardest thing when Butters died, because every time I'd get in bed, here he would come. You know, like,
Same as my old kitten, Prince Stripes used to sleep with me a lot. And when
Will Darling sleeps with you, doesn't he?
No, not anymore.
No, not anymore. Why not?
I don't know. But when my old cat, Prince Stripes, it was sentimental. He was special to me.
Yeah.
He slept with me.
Yeah.
And then when I came one time, went to fall bonnet break, right?
To what?
Fall bonnet break is through Camp Barnabas.
Barnabas.
Yeah.
Camp Barnabas.
Yes,
Camp
yes,
for special needs
yes,
kids. Yeah, I've been up there.
Yes.
See you a couple times.
Yes. Anyway, when I come back home on Sunday, I was looking for my cat. I said, Mama, where's my cat? And she said, how about you just relax, unwind, something was not right. I said, Mom, where's my cat? Tell me. She said, you need to sit down. So I said, I'm sorry to say that, but he passed away. I started crying. He died of cancer. It was
That's a tough one.
heartbreaking.
Where did y'all bury him?
Yes.
Where?
In our yard.
In the back?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I cried and I cried. I was like, I want my cat.
Oh, it's awful.
It was awful.
We had 3 cats when we moved in this
Yes.
building. We lived in this building for 5 years, for people who don't know. So we had Butters, Zeppelin, and Opie.
Oh, yeah.
Butters got killed by stray dogs. Zeppelin just disappeared.
Yeah.
And Opie had gotten a brain infection to where she had gotten something had happened and she was eating herself. Like, she would just chew down to the meat.
No.
And I had to put her down. So we lost all 3 of them they lived out here for
Long
a couple
time.
years. Like, in and out, they were indoor outdoor. So they'd meow, we let them out. They had been indoor before, but once we came out here, we'd let them go in and out. But I think because they were declawed in the front, which didn't give them many good defenses, because they were indoor cats, which now I would never declaw a cat, front or back. Like, the ones we have now are not declawed at all.
I understand.
But they're also used to living indoor outdoor because they always have. So we basically leave the window open in there, and so they can just go in and out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really tough losing a pet. How long after you lost Stripes before you got Little Darling? Is it pretty quick, or yeah? See, for me, that I don't know. I almost feel like it's too soon. You want to respect their memory, but at the same time, you want to fill that void.
Yes.
Yes. And so
exactly.
you obviously love Little Darling. He's
I
been
do.
a close cat to you for a long time.
Yes.
But I know you are wanting to go to eat at Gabrielle's here in a little bit, as am I.
Yes.
So let's get this wrapped up so
Yes,
we can go
sir.
eat. I want to talk about one last thing.
Okay.
And I know you said you were
Yes.
comfortable talking about it.
Oh,
I
yeah,
just,
absolutely.
for people watching this, I think it's really important. The special needs community
Yes.
really is something that's kind of under the radar for a lot of people. We talk about a lot of things in society,
Oh, yeah.
LGBTQIA plus, and we talk about mental health, and we talk about politics and all these things. But the special needs community is really something that I don't think gets a lot of attention.
No.
Just mainstream. So what is it like living with autism?
It's different. It's very different, but I'm used to it. I'm used to having
I would hope
autism.
so. After like 35 years.
Yeah, I'm used to
That's
having
how you're made.
autism. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how I was made. I mean, I don't blame God for anything. I don't
Well,
blame
if
God
anything,
for
there's
that.
a purpose behind that. I think.
There is a purpose.
You've touched a lot of people's lives in a very
Yes, in a unique
Special
way.
way. Yes, you
unique,
have.
special way. Yes, I have. Yes. Well, how I got autism is when I was a baby, I was sick a lot. I had to go in and out.
I remember.
Hospital a lot.
Yeah.
And that time I was that sick, the doctor said I was gonna die.
Yeah, I remember.
I was that sick.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom didn't believe it. My dad didn't believe it, you know. And here I am now. But when I was 3 years old, that's when I got diagnosed with autism.
What is the? Do you know what the actual diagnosis is other than autism? Is there like a special name for what you have? Because you're very high functioning.
Yes, I am
You
high
know,
functioning autism.
There's a gradient to those things.
Yes, I cannot remember what I
Like socially, you're very high functioning.
Yes,
where a
I
lot
am.
of autistic kids are not.
Yes, I have high functioning autism, and
HFA, is that what they call it?
yes,
Well, that's what we're calling it now.
yes,
Right.
HFA, and I love it, and I'm proud for who I am.
Wow.
Love having an older brother. I could not be more prouder to have an older brother.
Jesus, stop it. Sometimes it's bothered you. You've gotten real down about it and depressed about it.
Yeah.
And wished you were normal.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Well, sometimes I wish that, sometimes I say to my mom, it's my fault that I have autism, you know. I get down and depressed, like, it's my fault that I have autism. It's
Well,
my
it's
fault
obviously
for being
how could it,
different.
well, that's not true.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, now
How
I
could
know.
it possibly be your fault?
I don't know. I told mom that. My mom said, it's not your fault. Don't think that. Stop
Yeah.
thinking that. And I
Right.
did.
Right.
And I have.
Well, what are some of the challenges?
I want to be like everybody else.
Sure.
Like, for example,
Do you really, though?
yes. Like you, for example, because you drive. You know, you drive back and forth.
Yeah.
You know, to Rogers. I can't do that. I'm terrified.
Yeah.
Terrified to merge.
You're also a terrible fucking driver. You know this?
Daddy said I'm a better driver.
Better than terrible, maybe.
Yeah.
Last time you drove me, I thought I was going to die 8 times.
What happened? What?
You don't remember that
No.
trip to 16 General? I let you drive my car up there,
No.
and you...
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. My bad, Bubba.
I'm still traumatized, but Dad is the bravest man in the world.
Yeah.
I just gotta
My dad
say,
is the bravest man, yeah.
for letting you drive him around. And I'm also teaching a 14-year-old to drive right now, and that is scary, but it's nowhere near as scary as the last time I got in the car with you.
Well,
So
I've
you've gotten better
Yes, sir. I've gotten better
since you backed into somebody else's car. Like,
Yes.
So that happened
Yes.
fairly recently.
Yes.
What was that? What happened there?
I freaked out. After that, I freaked out. I was like, oh my gosh. So I went inside to work, told my boss's what happened. I said, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. You know.
Yeah.
And I told my co-worker, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. And she gave me a hug saying, it's okay. You didn't mean to. It's all right. My car's older, has scratches already. And
You gave it a lot more scratches, I bet.
no, I didn't. I didn't damage the car.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did your car get damaged?
No, it didn't. I looked behind there. It was just
Do you look behind you when you back up now?
yes.
But I gotta tell you,
Absolutely.
you know I've done that before too. I backed into Gabe's truck.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. What else? I've when I was an early driver.
Yeah.
Because you really didn't start driving until you were like, when did you get your driver's license?
Oh my gosh.
Which honestly you probably shouldn't have.
Ha. Ha ha.
I love you. I'm
I
just
love
teasing.
you too, Bubba.
Kind of teasing. I won't ride with you. I'm
It's
too
okay.
scared.
No, don't be.
Do you feel more comfortable though,
Yes.
like driving? Because Dad said you've
Yes.
been doing really good.
Yes, I have.
You've been driving them to church.
Yes, I have. Yes.
I might brave it again. Not after you've had some beer. Maybe tomorrow morning.
Do not distrust me. I won't drink and drive. I don't do that.
No, I don't either. I'm not willing to. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm not willing to risk my.
Life. Yeah, I
Well,
don't
it's
either.
more about I've got kids, you know. Like, I
Oh
don't wanna-
yeah. I don't want to drive my nephews around after I have beer.
Well, I'm not saying I would never drink and drive with my kids, but I'm saying I would. I don't want to go to jail and have to tell my kids, you know. doing that.
Yeah, jail is scary. Oh my gosh. So anyway, I was when we had cable before we got Roku and quit having cable, I was watching this jail show.
Okay.
And it was scary because there's the guy and the girl were fighting, like fist fights, and
Okay.
the security had to break them up. It was scary.
What show was this?
Jail.
It's called Jail?
Yes.
Why are a man and a woman in jail together? Aren't there like male prisons and female prisons?
Yes, but they joined together after they were eating.
Or was it a dude who identified as a woman to get into a women's
I don't
prison?
know.
'Cause that happens.
I don't know. But it was like scary. It was like, I don't want to go to jail. No. Mm-mm.
But honestly, if I was a dude and I got sent to prison, I would say I was transgender, so I could go to a ladies' prison. I would definitely do that.
That's a good joke, Bubba. That's a really good joke.
The jokes I tell, you don't laugh at, and that one wasn't a joke.
Oh.
I really would do that.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, because then you just get to hang out with a bunch of criminal ladies all day. I don't want to get raped by guys in prison. But if I got raped by a lady, then that's not too bad, I mean, it depends on the lady. Unless it was another. What if it was another dude who identified as a woman?
I know what you
and
mean.
then I get raped by that.
I don't know.
Let's just avoid prison entirely.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I agree.
All right. So we'll wrap it up, but I just want to say this to you. No, I'm trying not to get emotional.
Yeah, it's okay.
You've been one of the biggest blessings in my life. And I don't think I've always been the best brother. I've got a family of my own I'm taking care of, and I just want you to know I love you. You're super special to me. I'm super proud of you and everything you do. And I wouldn't have you any other way. I know there are times when you get really down about your condition, but I think it makes you one of the most unique people I've ever known.
Yeah.
And I love you for that. And I wouldn't have you any other way.
Aww.
I don't like the term normal,
I understand. Yes, sir.
I think you're a beautiful person and a beautiful soul, and there's not a lot of people I look up to, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't have a lot of people that I look up to and say, that person inspires me. Some,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
but you inspire me. The fact that you just get on with it and do your thing, and you love what you're doing right now, and you're in a good place, and I'm
Yes.
proud of you, and I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
And there's nobody in the world I'd rather have as my sister.
You've been part of my life. I love you for that.
For all of your life.
Yes.
And that's how that works.
And you've been the best brother ever, and I mean it. By my heart, I mean it.
Well, I haven't always been.
Yes, you have.
I'm a selfish prick most of the
No,
time,
you're
but
not.
I do love you.
You're not a selfish prick. You've been busy, Bubba, and I understand that. You've been the best brother ever. I have fun. I mean, my gosh, you helped me.
All right,
a
let's
lot.
quit kissing each other's ass and wrap this up and go eat some Mexican food.
Okay.
I love you, and this was awesome. I'm glad you did it,
Oh,
and we'll do it again.
yes.
Season 2, whenever that happens. Me and Walter are going to do an album.
Aw,
We're going to make some
fun.
music together.
Aw.
All right, let's go eat some Mexican.
Yes,
I love
sir.
you.
I love you too.